Hey, what's up guys? Sol here, and today I got a little video, just to basically tell what I think about the World War II beta, but more so what I think they should do to improve it, because I don't think it's a bad COD necessarily, but I do think that there's a lot of improvements they need to make, but it is very good for what it is right now. One thing, regarding feeding, I say with the snipers, either keep aim assist for all of them or take aim assist off for all of them, because I don't want to have to be flipping between, say, the Commonwealth and the Springfields and having to adjust to each one every time, because you have to warm up once it's basically completely switching up the way the gun plays. Also, this is just for the beta only. I do think it's kind of a mistake for how much levels they're giving us, because even if the game went up to like a level 80, say, like Modern Warfare 3, it's still a lot of levels they're giving us, because they're almost giving us half, even if it goes up to 80. But gut feeling, it only goes up to about 60, if we're lucky, because it seems like the past games, since about BO2, it's gone up to 60 max and about 55 minimum, so it's been right around there the whole time, since 2012. Let's see, another thing I think that they should kind of take out is the play of the game, and turn it back to just regular kill cams, because it works for both the trick shotter and the feeder, because if you put regular just kill cams back, the trick shotter it'll be just like any other COD, and it'll feel normal, it'll be normal. And also, if they put it back to just regular kill cams for feeders, like TDM, everything else, rather than just like having to play the game, it would make hitting clips feel a lot more valuable, especially game-winning clips, like in BO2. If you got like a quad kill cam for last, like it was 71 to 75, you got those 4 kills for kill cam, that would feel like it's worth a lot more, because it was the last possible kills you could get. And yes, it might feel the same for World War II, because you're still essentially getting that, but you're still gonna get the kill cam like that, like you would for everything else in that game. If you hit a clip, you're basically guaranteed to get the kill cam, unless if somebody else hits something. So it would up the value of getting a game-winning clip. Another thing I'm not really a fan of is the divisions. I don't know why they decided to mess with the created class system, but the main argument I've been using is I don't like the fact that they attach certain perks to divisions. So, like, I wouldn't mind if it was just like divisions and then you have to, it's just a title and it makes your character look different or something. If that was it, that's fine. But they make it so like dictated the way you can play. So basically, say the mountain division, you see it has like ghost attached to it, aka when you're running, UAVs don't see you on the radar. You also have dead silence, and say I want to have ghosts so it don't appear on the radar, but I also want to have, I don't know, marathon, aka increased sprint speed. It's not the same thing, but it's basically that. So you can't have marathon and ghost at the same time, because they are completely different divisions and they're attached to those divisions. Also, not a fan of the exclusive things you get if you use the right weapon with its native division. So say if I use the assault rifle with the infantry division, I get to use a bayonet. Also, if I use an SMG with the airborne, I get a suppressor. If I use the LMG with the bipod, or if I use LMG with armored, I get the bipod. That's really not that big, but it's still kind of retarded how they give these exclusive things. Mountain, if you use a sniper with a mountain, you're allowed to click and hold L3 to like steady your scope and like hold your breath. And then shotgun is the worst, and that's the incendiary bullets. What is the point of having incendiary bullets in a shotgun? I get the shotguns don't do a lot of damage, but that's kind of the point. They're supposed to be like short range, one-shot kills. So I suggest they take off the incendiary bullets and then up the range of shotguns and maybe even up the damage a little bit too, because it'd probably do about the same damage overall, but I don't like the fact that, say I kill a shotgun person, but if they shoot me before I kill them, they could still kill me, and I don't like the kill trading shit. That's not something I'm a fan of. Also, I don't like the fact that you can only use one basic training perk, because, you know, almost every other COD, I'm pretty sure Advanced Warfare is like this, I think. I'm not sure though, but if it's not, correct me. I'm pretty sure Advanced Warfare is like this. I'm pretty sure Infinite Warfare is like that. I'm also well, actually, I know BO2 is like that. Ghosts isn't, but there's a lot more shit to it anyways, so that's not as bad. But this, you only get to use one, where like Ghost, you can use like 5, 6, maybe even 7 if you do it right. Where, I mean, heck, Modern Warfare is even like that. MW2, MW3. It's just something that's been a part of COD. So they're taking away the creative class, like the normal creative class that's been a part of COD since date, like the first ever game. They're taking away the 3 perk system that's pretty much been in most CODs, like 90% of them, except for like Ghosts. I think that's maybe even it. I don't know about before in like Modern Warfare, like COD 3, COD 2, Big Red 1, all those before that. I don't know about those, but since Modern Warfare up to now, it's been pretty much every COD's been that way. Also, you can only use one tactical or lethal. You can't have both unless you use a perk slot. The only perk slot you have. Also, something kind of stupid. They should just keep it normal where you can use a tactical and a lethal at the same time. At least one of each. I mean, that one's not that important, but it's just the tiny things that you notice that kind of keep the game to feel like what it's supposed to be, or what it kind of feels like it's supposed to be. I get they're trying to switch it up, but like COD is trying too hard to be something that it's not, and I'm not really a fan of that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, yes, it is like 70 years ago, but it feels a hell of a lot like Battlefield 1. Just with smaller maps, faster gameplay, less people in lobbies. It feels a lot like Battlefield 1. Yeah, can't really think of anything else. Also, I get it's World War II, but don't copy every single gun, or at least a lot of them, from World at War, because I've been noticing it. Like, the Springfields from World at War, the PPSH, the Type 100, the what is it? The M1 Grand, the STG. I mean, it's probably less than half, but I mean, I don't know how many weapons there were in World War II, but there was a hell of a lot more than there was in World War I. And you see how many guns are in Battlefield 1, so they could probably get around to. I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine to have the main core guns, like the most popular, like the STG, a really well-known weapon, a really good weapon, yeah. PPSH, yeah, sure. The Springfield, Also, another thing I've been noticing, I don't know if they're gonna go for this for the full game, but I've been noticing only content that's on the Western Front, like all 4 maps in the beta is on the Western Front. And I don't know if they're gonna do anything like any maps or story to do with the Eastern Front, like the Soviet Union and Russia. I don't know if they're gonna do anything with Japan and the U.S. and the Pacific, and also I don't know if they're gonna do anything with Japan and Britain in Indochina, like Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, that kind of area. They need to do more than just the Western Front if that's what they're planning, because, I mean, it's not really World War II if you're only going to show like 1/4 or 1/5 of the side anyways. Put Nazi flags in. There's no reason to not have them in. I've researched the laws in Germany, France, Austria. Those are the main ones that don't allow Nazi flags. And it turns out that you can actually have Nazi flags displayed. It's just, it has to be for historical purposes only. So, this would obviously be legal. The only country that it wouldn't be legal to have Nazi flags in this game is Israel. Or at least the only one I found is Israel. In that country, Nazi flags are banned in any form, all forms. But to be honest, I don't know really how much Israel would affect the sales of a game. And I really don't think it'd be that much compared to like the US, Britain, Australia, France, that kind of stuff. Especially the US. Like, I'm almost certain the US makes up nearly, if not a half, at least like a third of the sales. Like, you look at like the world on Ghosts or BO2, it takes up most of it. So, yeah, like I said, it's not a bad game, but there's a lot of things that I kind of wish they change. I hope they change at least some of them. Also, kill feed, hopefully they extend to that, because it's really short. Yeah, that's really it. It was all in one take, first take. I don't really give a fuck if I mess up or anything. It's just kind of a little rant. What I think about it and what they should change, what hopefully they should change. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you all joined, hopefully you all agree with me, and if you don't, tell me why, and tell me maybe some other things that you'd like to see changed, or some things you don't mind that they changed. Tell me what you think. I'm open for discussion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.